This is the daily dose of dopamine. There's dopamine flowing everywhere from that guy, Robert Cochran, PhD, and this girl over here, Susan Scarlett, sometimes known as a first follower, recently known as a constant follower. I've stuck by your side. That's what you said. I, with great joy and great benefit to me. And
Well,
I'm telling you, man, there is stuff coming out. First, I see your condensed version of an hour-long talk that you gave in Maryland, and I'm like, that is so good, Robert.
mm,
So I had to put it on social media to spread the
good.
word. Yeah, and then a little while ago, I see my DIY MF PhD.
You got it. It's
I
flowing.
got it's coming. I doubted myself. I should have just kept going, which is one of the things that you've taught me with improv. Uh, and it's so good. And you get to the end of that little bit, those 3 minutes, and you're like, I want more. I want more. So I put that on social media too that
Great.
says, "Well, I want more. We want more."
I love that you're doing that. Well, to the beginning of what you said about being the constant and first follower at the level you have been. Yeah, absolutely. It gives signal. It gives, belief that this thing matters, and you've continued to explore with me,
Yeah.
which
Uh, Robert,
that's
that's the
yeah.
reason I put it on social media. That's specifically the reason that I did that. I just thought if there's somebody who sees this, who knows me, who goes, "Wow, watch this, my DIY MF PhD," and thinks, "What is this thing? Here's the guy's phone number. I'm going to call this guy. This
Yep.
is really cool." So I want that to happen. So there's no place better than Facebook for the word to get spread to the universe.
We'll see. Want to get it in the hands, like you said, put it in a social space like that, and also, yes, and put it directly in the hands of some particular academic folks that I think would be interested, and some theatrical folks too. That I really haven't approached as many theatrical folks as I would like, to see what they see, hear what they hear, and about the potential. It's not ready per se, Anthony, yet. Um,
That's okay.
yeah, but because it needs more testing, it needs more seasoning. Yeah, it basically just needs to be out there, and so we that's why I put it in the form I did, because I know YouTube doesn't allow for audio only, and audio is a little harder to get people to click on by itself. So I gave it that single title, and it's a very slow push in to the thing. I mean, that's the whole kind of Scorsese like move. It's like that's all it is, and it makes you focus on the audio.
And that's interesting. They don't allow just audio, but that's fits the rules. So you know how we joke about the old expression about throw the spaghetti up on the wall and see what sticks. Um, and you know how the word synergies come up a few times lately. So you and my husband both are masters at kind of a never say die. Just I don't know what's going to work, and I don't know why this is still sticking around. Maybe it's the, you know, what'd you say, the rule of three a few minutes ago, but there's a certain kind of genius in having the courage to throw the spaghetti on the wall, metaphoric for ideas, throwing ideas out there. And maybe it doesn't make any sense that they could go like this, but maybe there's a synergy between them that you discover simply because you put them out there. And I just want to give you a lot of credit for being that guy.
Well, thank you. I mean, I was picturing a Pollock painting as you were speaking.
Wow. All the
Um,
way to Pollock, huh? That's
yeah,
more than
it
just
is that idea, because I did some resume work today, and I sent out. There were a couple of interesting jobs, and I put out resumes, and we'll just see what we get. One thing, the resume, the good thing about doing that is it forces you into saying, who are you, what is your headline, etc. And one of those things that I'm trying to find the exact right phrasing for. I remember this at Lightspeed years ago, that job I had, the corporate one, where I had my highest value was finding things on the ground that other people were discarding and putting them next to other things and going, look at this cool thing. And people going, how did you do that? I go, it was lying right there for everybody. So I know I do that well, and that goes right up to people.
Right. There you go.
And
I don't
with
know if
that,
it's synergy or not. That's fine.
your daily dose.
It really does.